Illinois football is coming off one of its best seasons in decades, and Bret Bielema's squad is looking to prove that it was not a fluke. The Illini went 10-3 in 2024. They finished 7-2 in Big Ten play. It was their first double-digit win season in 23 years. Now, Bielema, now in his fifth season in Champaign, he has completely flipped the culture. He's got his program sitting inside the preseason top 25 with momentum on their side. But as much as Illinois benefited from turnovers and close game fortune, lineup stability last fall, the math says they were more like an 8-win team that found a way to sneak out 10, right? This was the 60th ranked team in yards per play margin. Replicating that magic is going to be the challenge this season. Offensively, Illinois has plenty of continuity where it matters most. The quarterback, Luke Altmyer, is back for his senior season. The offensive line returns nearly intact. That's led by the standout left tackle, J.C. Davis. That foundation should keep Barry Lunny Jr.'s offense stable, but the skill positions are going to need retooling, right? Top rusher Josh McCray, he transferred to Georgia. The top receivers, Pat Bryant and Zachary Franklin, are gone. The Illini are going to count on running backs Aiden Lawfrey and Caden Fagan to shoulder the load. And then you've got the West Virginia transfer Hudson Clement and Ball State's Justin Bowick that are going to provide some downfield punch at receiver. If one or two wideouts emerge as reliable targets, this offense could absolutely take another step forward. Defensively, Aaron Henry's got all the makings of a top 20 unit. Edge rusher Gabe Jacas, he's one of the best defenders in the Big Ten. The secondary is stacked with veterans like Matthew Bailey, Miles Scott, Xavier Scott, etc. The biggest question mark is up front. They lost last year's top 4 linemen, but they did bring in Wisconsin transfer James Thompson and Kurt Neal, and they add immediate help. You've got sophomores like Jeremiah Warren that provide upside. If the front can hold steady, this could be the backbone of the team once again. The keys to the season are pretty clear, right? Develop chemistry in this new-look receiver core, stay healthy in the backfield, find answers on the defensive line, right? The schedule, it sets up perfectly. They avoid Michigan, they avoid Penn State, they avoid Oregon, but early tests at Duke and Indiana, plus you got home matchups against USC and Ohio State. That's going to define whether Illinois is just a solid 8-win program or an actual Big Ten contender. The odds on this sit at 8.5 for the win total. Odds are plus 148 to the over. That's an implied probability around 40%. So the book is telling you it is much more likely that they go under 8.5 as opposed to over. Odds to win the Big Ten, the implied probability here is about 2.5%. It's plus 4,000 on that. And to make the CFP, it's plus 520. The books are saying maybe pump the brakes on the hype around Bielema's club. So while the odds do suggest Illinois is a dark horse at best, with their experience and the schedule, it's not out of the question for this team to once again flirt with 10 wins and, potentially like a New Year's Six bowl berth and maybe a CFP berth, potentially. I think the experience helps. I don't think it pushes them over the edge that some people are hyping them up. They went 5-1 in one-score games last year. That included overtime wins against Purdue and Nebraska. You had a miracle kind of Hail Mary whatever win against Rutgers. It wasn't really a Hail Mary, but complete breakdown by that Rutgers defense. Anyway, I see the Illini going 8-4. I've got losses at Indiana, Ohio State, at Washington, and at Wisconsin, which I think would actually be an outstanding season for Bielema and company. Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter at GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me, Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.